10.5, 10.4, they ain't fast no more. What in the short, real fast. Cause I was like, oh shit, he don't. Back to the race. Good start, right? Yeah, jack it back up in case you didn't jack it. This is it. Good start. All right. Guess what? Tokyo is over. Tokyo is over. So that means one thing and one thing only. We gotta still keep talking about Tokyo because we ain't got nothing else to talk about. At least for the next week until track season start back up. But the one thing I had to do is I had to make sure I reached back and I said, Brother Fred, you gotta come back on now. You gotta come back on because we gotta talk. So I also had to get my beautiful co-host. Where you at, Lisa? Where you at? Where you at? Say something.
Hello, hello.
I told y'all I'm moving up in the world.
Here.
I'm moving up in the world. I'm trying to get like ESPN and Molly and stuff. All right.
I'm here. Ready.
So check it. Brother Fred, first of all, you know how we do this thing. How are you feeling now that you are back home as a silver medalist? Not just an Olympian. Not just an Olympian. You are a silver medalist. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Well, I feel good, but I still got unfinished business I need to do. I got unfinished business.
Damn, like that?
Wait a minute, Fred?
Yeah,
Okay.
the silver medal good and all, but the time to be is 9:77.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's coming. It's coming. Jeez, you're so serious, but congratulations on everything. You did a great job. We are proud of you. I see 9:77 is the time to beat. Are you having any more races coming up this season?
Yeah, I got my first race at Prefontaine, then the rest of the Diamond League in the Deuce.
Yes, let's go. Okay, well, 9:77 is coming. How did you feel in your race in the 100 meters?
I feel good. I feel good in the 100, but I didn't execute the last 20 to 30 meters. So I know what I need to do to fish that race. So I feel like I could have went faster if I would have executed the last 20 to 30 meters of that race.
Okay.
What do you feel like was missing the last 20, 30? I mean, because I actually saw the same thing, so I'm just curious to see what you saw or what you're saying.
Well, I was, if you a coach or if you know track and field, if you know the 100, you know, if you look at the race, I was probably leaning too early. I was trying to get to the line instead of just going up and down, going up and down.
Letting the line come to you. Okay. I got you.
With that being said,
Well, that's wrong for
go ahead. I got one more question. With that being said, Fred, to me, it looked like you. I could be wrong. I'm just saying what I saw. It looked like you felt like you had won it. That's why you was actually more pulling toward the line, maybe.
See, I was looking to the right of me instead of the left of me. If you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
So you did. You thought that you did win.
Yeah.
Yep. See.
Oh,
Look.
Okay.
I'm going to call it out there. Me and my sis.
I didn't think that.
I was sitting there telling her. I said, I'm telling y'all by his body language and how he came through the line and how he looked at the clock. I don't think he know he had lost. Like I feel like Fred was looking to the right. His peripheral was going this way and never saw old dude over here, because if he had saw him, I don't think he would have went through the line the way he did. That's what I saw. I was like, man, I think Fred didn't see you. I don't think he saw him.
Is that how you felt? Is that how you felt?
That's how I felt, but hey, the race is over with.
Yeah.
I still got unfinished business to do. Unfinished business.
Why 9:77 though? Why that time? Why 9:77?
Because 9.8 is not the fastest man in the world. 9.77 is the fastest man in the world. The time to beat, I'm trying to be the fastest man in the world this year.
Gotcha.
Not no second best, not no third best. I'm trying to be the fastest man in the world. Simple as that.
Okay, well that would be 976 then, not 977.
Yeah.
Correct. You gotta go 976 then, because you go 977, it's still two of y'all are the fastest men in the world. Ain't no one, it's still two. So you gotta go 976, Jack.
Yes, sir.
I feel as though 976 is definitely
attainable for you.
Yeah, it's definitely attainable. So what I want to go do right real fast, because I don't want to spend too much time on Tokyo. I like to talk about what's coming up in the future in life. But it's a few questions I do want to know though. Like, so what can you say this attributed to me getting a silver medal outside of what everybody is saying about Team USA not being prepared, outside of what everybody is saying about how, it just wasn't right for everybody. What do you think was the reason why you were able to attain a silver medal and nothing that people are formulating actually affected you?
Mm-hmm. Like I said before, like when I ran the 10-1 and 10-1 and 10-1 in Monaco and Newcastle, I knew my coach was preparing me for the 3 rounds and not know 1 round in one day, not know 1 round the next day. I know what my coach and my team were training me for when they got to the Olympics. So therefore, everything came at the right time and I executed and went to the final and got the silver medal. So it was a team effort, not just one person itself. So I went to California to get adjusted to the West Coast before I flew over to Japan. So it's just basically it's all team effort instead of I can't do it by myself. It takes a team to build a fast guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and who's your team? A lot of people don't know who you train with and who your coaches are. So
I don't train with nobody. I got Coach Joey and then Coach Francique. Coach Francique is my main coach, and Coach Joey is
shout out to Francique, man. Shout out to Francique, man. That's my boy. Shout out to Francique.
Francique.
Yeah, that's our class. See, that's our class. He ran with us. You know what I'm saying? That's our class. Shout out to Francique.
Okay. And then Ricky, and then obviously everybody knows Ricky is my agent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gotta have a strong team. Glad you found the formula to keep you going, and that's what a lot of people don't know. Like they want to know that about you and see like how you keep things going and who is your team and how important that is to have a strong team that has your best interest and that you trust your coaches. And the good thing is you stayed patient and knew this was the right formula for you. And look, you guys came out with a silver medal. Mm-hmm. And and you have so far to go. Like you're just starting to run the 100. And I wanted to know too, do you feel the 400, like a lot of people, like that's a hard task that you are doing. Like a lot of 400 runners can't come down to the 100 and actually be a very competitive sprinter. Like
see where I come from,
mm-hmm.
I'm capable of doing anything I put my mind to, because at the end of the day, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. Like if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something.
You mean this? Mm-hmm.
Where my auntie adopted all 13 plus of us. So if she can be able to have 13 kids, I can be able to do the 100. I can be able to do anything I put my mind to. So I feel like track is the simple things in life
mm-hmm.
for me. It is a bigger picture at the end of the day outside the track that my heart go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Now, do you feel the 400 has helped you in the 100? And do you feel
the crazy part is if you're around my team, I haven't trained for the 100 this year.
Oh wow. Okay. See, I knew that. I mean, I didn't know that, but a lot of people don't. Like your range is so broad. Like you're gonna be even faster. In the 400, there's not that many people that can sprint that fast.
The next part, if you able to run 43 seconds, mm-hmm. you can be able to run 19 seconds and 9 seconds.
Yes. Okay.
Mathematically, he's correct.
I'm a believer.
Mathematically, he's correct. He's 100% correct.
Yes.
Okay, time for the hard question, Fred. Let's go and get it out the way
sir.
before we start having the fun like we're doing the show. You already know.
The 4x1.
What the hell happened?
What happened, Fred?
I mean, I'm going to say it like this before you get started. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I know what happened. All right. Me and you have spoke. I spoke with Trey. I spoke with Wallace. I know what happened, but I want the people to really get it from you, from the athlete perspective of what happened, because a lot of people aren't understanding that. Yes, and I love the way Wallace put it when he explained it. He was like, "We're still human," and I think people are missing that aspect. And now I'm starting to get it when Kerley said it. When some people, when y'all are saying it, it's like, well, damn, y'all. Even though they are Olympians, they are still human. So from the human side of it, what do you think was the reasoning why it didn't go the way it was supposed to go?
I don't know. Shit. Well, excuse my language.
I was ready to go ahead.
But I feel like I said in the interview, I guess it was not like one of these good old days is gonna be our time. But we is human, so it's just like one of these days we're gonna get it right, and one of these days we're just gonna just destroy everything. But at the end of the day was just not our day. I don't blame nobody. You can blame it on me. You get what I'm saying? So, but life move on from that is the bigger picture. But I would say we should have had a account, but USATF keep all the money at top. If we can able to do the COVID test at USA's, why can't we do the COVID test at account? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just basically like they keep the money, but at the top and not put it towards the athletes.
So you feel there should have been a relay camp, and
we all figured that, because at the end of the day, USA will never have the same team because all us just getting faster. You never know who on the team. And relay count before the biggest meet of half of our careers, we should have a relay count.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And that's good that you're giving your insight. Just the world we're watching, and they don't understand. Like, it's not going to be the same for people, especially in the U.S. We're too strong. There's too many. We're too deep. And you guys didn't get enough practice. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So you do feel having a relay camp is necessary, correct?
Yeah, because we see all these other countries getting. No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. No one in this world should beat USA in the 4x1.
Not at all. Not at
Definitely
all.
on paper.
Not at all.
If you line up Trayvon Ramel, yourself, Ronnie Baker, and the anchor leg, I mean,
I want to make sure that the people hear exactly what you had just said about Wallace. So if you could just say that part one more time, because I talked to Wallace, of course. I mean, I'll tell y'all know I'm friends with all these people. Wallace called me the next morning after everything had went down. And basically he was talking to me. He was telling me basically he was telling me what I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is typical to USA stuff. And then he was like, Ray, everybody's coming down on me, but not looking at the big picture. He's like, what was I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then, when he kept talking to him and explaining to him, I was
like, Wallace and all of them, even some people that don't really got no say so. Oh, we could have trained in Chupacabras, wherever the thing got in San Diego.
Chula Vista.
We can go train over there to do some relay count. But they said no, because COVID and stuff going on. So basically, make that make sense. If COVID going on, you think COVID gonna stop anytime soon from this time to this time? It only gonna get it's still the same thing. We're gonna gotta do the same protocol that we do in USA, but it's gonna be worse if the protocol is gonna be over there. So they not even, like, some of the stuff they doing don't make sense towards us. And God working mysterious way. Maybe the medals not meant for us. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they get paid for the medals. We don't get no money from the medals.
This is correct.
So all the money going at the top. So it's just like.
Wait a minute, you guys don't get paid for the medals, the athletes?
No.
I think you did it on purpose, Lisa. You know good damn well. We don't get paid for no medals.
I'm asking.
You trying to be,
for every gold medal, that's why panic so much. Oh, this person should have did this part. This person should have did this part. Yeah, they get paid. I'm not a dummy to the fact that they get paid off of us.
Yeah. Which.
So the athletes don't get paid for the medals. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, they're starting to know that because we're starting to express that.
we're starting to talk about it.
We're starting to talk about it and let people know that, hey, look, first of all, I'm going to say I feel like an athlete, just like you can too, sis. We out here solely for your entertainment. So you giving us all this backlash of a bad relay or a bad race or you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Hey, Jack, you know I'm doing this for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know I'm out here for your entertainment that you watching at home. You complaining about how we bobble this stick and bobble that stick. Don't you know this was for free? Literally. They don't know that. So
a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. That's why thank you for clarifying that, Fred.
Yeah, they do not know that. But the one thing I would admire about what you guys are doing, Fred, is the fact that y'all are making sure that the world knows these type of things.
Being
like,
vocal about
the world, y'all are being more vocal. Like, hey man, don't y'all know that we don't actually get paid for this stuff, like at all? But we're actually out here because we care that much about it. How many people at home, all the people who are at home, who are making all of these judgments about what we did right, did wrong, how many of y'all gonna get your tail out here and go work for free? That's the question. Like,
Zero.
How many of y'all gonna go clock in and work for free?
Zero.
Exactly. So get off our case about we didn't do this right, we didn't do that right, because I guarantee you, if you sit there and tell anybody on Team USA, any of the coaching staff, any of the athletes, you gonna get $100,000 for a gold medal. I bet you y'all up at 5 in the morning. Hey, Jack, we got to practice. I'm going to go find everybody who on the relay. Hey, come on. We got to go to the hallway, Jack. It's 100 bands on the line. It's different now. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to put the athletes at fault. Oh, you messed that up. Why? Because you knew you was going to get $100,000 and you still messed up? That's your fault. That's your fault all day long. But if you sitting here giving it off of just the pride of I want to represent my country like you're doing now, I feel like, hey, y'all got to get off my back, Jack, no matter what, win or loss.
And that's why I said considering, I mean, for the circumstances, you guys did pretty good. And now I'm glad you got to explain kind of what happened, because a lot of times people don't know. A lot of times people are thinking like you guys, this has been the same 4 men you've lined up
like,
with.
You know, like you see all the other countries. I see the same 4 people that you see from 2016 to now, from World Championship to now. USA, I ain't never seen USA have the same one team.
Exactly. And that's what the people don't know. Yeah. They don't know that a lot of different countries, They live in the same area, you know, like these are people you can practice with. Everybody from the U.S., someone's in Texas, someone's in Miami, someone's in Florida, someone's different camp that you really get together during that time. So relay camp is necessary. It just is. There's gonna, like what happened, there's gonna be guys in the 200 that they can't run because they have the finals. So now we have to go with this. And it's a lot of chemistry that goes along with the 4x1 that you kind of have to be. We need practice with it, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Well, I'll say this before we switch to the next topic. I'll say this. What y'all saying are correct, but it's kind of like what Fred just said. You really don't know who the hell gonna be on the team. So how can you have camps before that? Here's what I think can be done, okay? And it's very simple. Hold on one second. Tyson texting me. Okay, so here's how I look at it. How they used to do it, right? You taking the top 16 in America, okay? Why top 16? Because top 16 generally isn't going to change that much. Top 4, if you have USA's the next weekend, I'm pretty sure you're going to get a different team. There's how it works. But now those 16 top sprinters, they just going to rotate. You know, one day Fred might win. The next day Ronnie might win. Or one day Trayvon Gillespie might snip. He can get 4th or 5th. So if you know who your top 16 is, now when you start the season off, you go back to your Texas relays. You go back to your TSU relays, because now you take those top 16 and say, there's a damn good chance 4 of y'all or 6 of y'all out of this top 16 is gonna make semis and finals. So now what happens is, if you got, you ain't gotta say 16, you say 12. Now you got the top 12 sprinters from the previous year, from the last year. Those top 12 are now your relay camp people. Now you got 3 different teams with 4 different people. So now you can play at practice. Hey man, let's see what it looked like to put Fred on first. Hey man, let's see what it look like. You know what I'm saying? Now you can play around. Now you can goddamn go get touches.
But one question. USA would never do that because it costs him so much money.
There you go. So I'm glad you said that. Here's the answer to that then. We have to take accountability for ourselves the same way that other sports do. You know, everybody know it. I personally train NFL players, CFL, NBA, semi-pro. The one thing that these sports all do, and y'all know this, in their off season, they get together on their own. In the off season, KD, LeBron, Chris Paul and them are playing pickup basketball at the LeBron house. Okay? They not waiting for the organizations to organize nothing. When you talking about football players, Odell and the quarterback, in the off season, they going on their own and working on their routes. So I think in track and field, we gotta realize that. Say, hey man, look here, bro, what you doing? What you doing the first weekend or the last weekend of February? Nothing. What you got going on? Practice? Hey, how about we all just get together and then all we gonna do is practice together? It's just a fun weekend. You feel me? All we doing is working on sticks.
Track is a selfish sport, you know.
And the relay ain't that's the part though. Ain't nobody saying you need to get together so that y'all can work on blocks and stuff.
But the next question, do you think you gotta, like how my thing is, you gotta get yours before you get team. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you gonna get yours before. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth. People in general don't really care about, because track is not a team sport. Yep. So that's the next crazy part about it. People gonna pay attention to that individual event before a 4x1 and a 4x4. Because you know how track and field work. You're not getting money off no relay too. So a lot of people ain't gonna risk themselves to go to them stuff because people not gonna care about a relay. Because you know some people is relay people. They gonna be on relays from here on out, and some people gonna be in an individual event here on out. So it's just like track is one of them sports that a lot of people selfish. I'm gonna be the first one. I'm selfish. I ain't gonna go train with people because it just don't work like that. If you get what I'm saying, like, cause you know, you don't need to see what I'm doing. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. A lot of people like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
And hopefully after this, let's hope this happens. There is like USATF. They'll see like we really need relay camps. We really need more relay meets, and we can throw that in.
But the question is, what changed from y'all time to our time?
Money.
Nothing.
They want to keep the money. You already said it.
Yeah, they take it out.
That won't change.
It's not there anymore.
That's it. The money ain't there. So, I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, the reason why I'm saying is because when we was doing stuff like, again, say Texas relays, if you was in our generation, you knew one thing for certain, two things for sure. When you get to Texas relays, you ain't practicing. You only doing relays. You go on a relay practice, and then as soon as that last baton cross the stick, everybody going to get dressed. We hitting 6th Street. We partying together. We kicking it together. That was what we did. Any relay camp we went to, we went in with the mindset of, man, I'm going out here to kick it with my brothers, kick it with my sisters. The selfish stuff is when I'm at home. But if I'm at Texas relays, I'm really coming for what reason? A relay. So therefore, I'm only coming because y'all are there. I'm not coming for Ray. I'm coming because we finna go hang out. And at the end of the day, I'm just keeping it 100. Until the relay season was over with, at least nobody that I know, none of the ninjas I knew who ran track, all we cared about was Texas relays. Do you know how many relays I done been on anchor and Wallace on anchor, and then they team got in front and then he turned around waving at me, you know what I'm saying? Or when I'm running down on the home stretch against Mike and them and we looking at, that's the shit that we don't have anymore. We're missing that. We're missing that because then we were having fun on the track together, and then as soon as we got done on the track, we was having fun off the track together. But we all knew when we lined up between these 1 through 8, hey, we ain't friends no more. From the time it's time to warm up, we ain't friends. But the minute we cross that line, hey, we friends again. I feel like y'all haven't got to that point to where, no, you're only selfish for 9 seconds. You're only selfish for 19 seconds. You're only selfish for 43 seconds, 44 seconds. That's it. The rest of the time, there is no selfishness because eventually you gonna need each other.
When I say selfish, it's talking about training your main event, and like when we going to when we went to the Olympic stuff, selfish is I gotta get I can't worry about no relay right now. I need to do my event. You get what I'm saying like that?
Yeah. And that's true though. That is true. Actually, the reason why it's like that because your contract and the individual medals weigh more than a relay. A relay is a bonus. It's great. But if Fred Kerley did not get that silver medal in the individual event, it'd have been a different story. We can look past the relay. That's what I'm saying. You can look past the relay, but sometimes you have to be a little selfish and worry about that and be at the best ability when your individual race matters. So it's kind of true. It's true what you said, Brad. Like if you didn't get that silver, it would have been a different story than if
Tyson
y'all got the gold medal in the relay. That's a different thing. So you did your part, and you guys can come back from that. You guys can come back from not winning the relay or not even making the semifinals. The finals. So it is what it is. But you're right. You have to worry about your individual event more than the relay, which you can make up for it. We can work on sticks. So don't worry about that.
All right. Well, Tyson just hopped on right on time. We'll just go ahead and fill him in real fast, showing your belly and stuff on live TV, but it's cool.
Tyson.
Okay.
I just got through eating, dog. What's up?
We sitting here rapping with Fred, man, and then we were just sitting here, really just got through talking about that relay stuff and all that, getting ready to switch hats. But all we pretty much were talking about then before we go to the next thing is the differences between when we used to have relay camps and not now, and that being one of the reasons that, even Fred just said, and what Kenny spoke out about on, NBC, that being the reasoning, like, hey, we didn't have no camps, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we were just finishing up talking about. I guess the thing I asked you then, because me and you, and at least we all went through like the Texas relays and all that shit together. Now, do you feel like I'll go ahead and get a question of what I was just talking about. Do you feel like since Team USA is no longer having these camps, that we should do like other sports do in the offseason, like how basketball do when they get together and play together, or like how football do when the quarterback and receiver get together in the offseason and work together? Do you think that America's top sprinters, which are like the top 4 that just got done, should they in the offseason say, hey, bro, this weekend it's a down weekend, last weekend in February, let's just get together, hang out for the weekend, and do some sticks, and then just that? What you think about that?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Especially for like the people who you think are going to make the team or who did make the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad idea. But then you always got a factor someone for the prelims. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if we're not doing the camps because of COVID or, they're going to shut it down or if they are going to do the camp. I don't know, but I probably feel like
the problem is that your USA was just being cheap as hell.
Right.
You just go put it out there like, yeah. Well, I guess my question is, because I'm starting to think about, okay, well, why are they so cheap? Is it because that we are not dominating the way we used to dominate, so therefore we're not getting the funds that we used to get?
No, they getting the funds. it's just going up top. They getting the funds, the money just going up top. It's just plain and simple.
Fred.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. I just wanted to say congrats, salute you, man, for doing what you did, big dog.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I don't know. I mean, I feel like when it comes to the relay, man, the relay is always an afterthought anyway.
Yeah.
You have to pay the coaches. It's still politics, but at the end of the day, it's still a free medal that we should never lose. So regardless of how much practice you have or not, I believe that the athletes need to take the relay over in their hands. You know, you can have a coach to be the head and kind of guide stuff, and it's what time it is. And, you know, if you want to watch some film or whatnot, that's cool too. But I feel like I said last time, whoever's going to be the big dog, whether it's Fred, jump in the DMs of, what's your name, Coleman, Baker, whoever's all going to be on the relay team anyway, all those guys, and say, it's how we're going to do it. I'm running anchor. I'm running this. What leg you want to run? And then rock out with it. I feel like when people are comfortable, that's when you have success. But when you're throwing people anywhere because you think that's what's best, and you're practicing people where you think they should be at, but they may not be comfortable there, just let the athletes do what they want to do. You know, somebody's going to have to make a sacrifice. Everybody can't run anchor, obviously. But just put the athletes where you want to put them at. You know, I don't know who was in control of putting the team in the order they put it in. But regardless of a bobble stick or not, I believe that they still should.
You gotta get familiar with each other. That you have to. There's got to be a time where you get familiar with certain people. Like all you got to come in at different speeds and different steps, and you gotta take 1 meet or two to get familiar with each other and play around with it. It's gotta happen one time.
Yeah.
During the season.
Yeah.
When you guys are in shape at your best. So I don't know if it'd be the off season because you're still getting in shape. Maybe in like early April, like you suggested, Ray. Like even if it's outside of things, like you guys, practice a little more with the top 8, and y'all can kind of get familiar with each other, so you're not going in blinded. Like get a little practice in around April, early season, and I think that will cause some familiarity with each other, so it's not so blinded.
You know what, guys?
Hey, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Hey, I got a question.
Tyson, hold that question 1 minute, because I now have these things called commercial breaks, and that's what this Zoom is for. So we're gonna go to a 30-second commercial break, and then you guys will get a new link, and then we're gonna pick back up. And I want to make sure as soon as we pick back up, we pick right back up with your question. When we left off. I'm going to edit all this. Don't worry about it. When we left off, Tyson, you had a question. You can go ahead. So, Tyson, what was the question you were about to ask?
Hey, I got a question. I want y'all's opinion real quick. So, what do y'all think about the women's 4x4 team, the setup, and how they've done it versus how they've done things in the past? And because I don't know, like what happened with the order, how it was selected, who didn't get selected, who got around, who didn't get around. They had rounds when people had finals. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of mess that comes on. So I remember back in the day, they used to like whoever wins USA's gets a preferred leg. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I noticed, old girl, she didn't get to get her. I guess she had a run. She didn't get to get a leg.
But Hayes.
Hayes, she didn't get a leg. I noticed that. So I know people look at the splits and so forth. I think she ran with 50 point in the finals.
50.8, yes.
Yeah, she ran 50 point in the finals. So I was wondering what you guys think about the U.S. champion not getting to bring home a gold, because the women's team was always going to win 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? Even if they put a duck on the leg. You feel me? With all the greatness. So I want to know what you guys think about the. Hold on 1 second. I want to know what you guys think about the selection of the relay with USA champs, and you know what I'm saying? I want to know what you guys think about her not getting around. Because I've been having some conversations. Some people say, well, they had to put the best people out there. This is going on, that's going on. We don't know what's going on. She only ran 50 point. Then the other girl popped it off. I think she ran 50 point. You know what I'm saying? So, and she made the final. So I'm just curious about the selection process, or how do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Ray and I both know that we know people who have been on the short end of the stick by getting around. in the 4x1 or the 4x4. So I'm just curious what you guys think about the process.
Let the U.S. I guess I gotta say Olympic champ because you got the silver for us. What do you think, Fred? I have my answer. What do you think about the selection process?
Favoritism, simple. It's favoritism. I feel like that's what a lot of stuff in. Oh, this person gonna look good. This person gonna bring light to the team. This person gonna do this. This person gonna do that.
Right.
Simple as that.
And politics.
Yeah, politics. Even for me, he been doing 100 all year. He don't look sharp for the 400, which they don't understand. I haven't did no 100 meter work. I only been doing quarter mile training this whole entire year.
Oh, yo, shit.
So
that's what I was asking you earlier.
Yeah, so it's just basically like it is what it is, but like everybody know, it's politics. Who gonna look good for this? Who gonna bring more light and stuff for the team? Right.
Okay, yeah. So I was just curious because at one point in time, well, for the pool is so big. I mean, you have this is my first time seeing 800 meter runners on the 4x4. So then you have 800 meter runners in the pool, 400 meter hurdlers. They've been in the pool, but you get my point. Then the 400 meter girls, or whoever, you can be just pushed to the side. Even if you came in top 3, you can be pushed to the side.
It's just favoritism, and a lot of people already know that. But since the pool got bigger, like because the whole team is basically can get selected for any relay now.
Right.
For the 4x1, you don't have to do. You can have a new team in the final.
I don't mean to cut you off, but who created that rule? Is that like a USA track and field rule or like
that's the worldwide.
Okay, I thought so. Okay.
So you can have 4 fresh legs on the final, which only one team can do that in that USA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that. I mean, I've been on 4x4s. I've been on 4x1s. I've done both. I've been on a team where Gerald Miles Clark, she's an 800 meter runner at the time, but Gerald would always prove to herself that she's going to run on that final. With this situation, Quinera Hayes, she did great, but you got to take into consideration too, she got last in the 400 in the final. Mm-hmm. And that has always played a part too. That's nothing new.
But like Tyson said, that should never play. If she made the final of the Olympics, she capable of running the damn relay. Simple as that.
Yep.
I knew that was gonna happen. Though, to be honest, I knew that was gonna happen. Like,
what about the people you have who are a beast on the 4x4?
Who what?
People that always put on the relay. But your boy, what's your boy name? Your boy, Ray Baylor.
Daryl.
Huh?
Daryl. It's my Daryl. Yeah.
Yeah. He may not make the finals, but he may have the split.
He gonna give you the split. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and chime in. I personally feel like when they created that rule, that was to me one of the dumbest, most asinine things ever. Okay? And here's why. I always can try and push our sport to be a sport. So we need to act like every other sport. Okay, damn it. Who finished at let's just put it on the table. When the NFL has their playoff, right? They don't give a damn how good. You can go undefeated. If you lose that playoff game, you don't get to go on to the next stage. That's every sport. If you finish in the top 4 at nationals, you go on as their relay team. Ain't no such thing as, well, they had a good season, so we gonna try to. No, it don't work that way. Baseball, you would never find another sport to where somebody went to the playoffs and didn't have a good playoff, but still got to go on to the next round.
Okay.
And still got to participate.
That's a great example, right? That's a great example. Do you feel like that with like rules being changed, pools getting bigger, then put it, because the team they put out there was phenomenal. You don't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they put out all the big dollars. But do you feel like this is going to start leaning towards, okay, the top two make the team in the 100, and the third person may be optional now because someone could show better fitness? Do you think we're going to start leaning towards that way now?
We can't.
They can't never do that because look
That's
at
happened before.
Yeah.
I don't think that can never happen because I got third place and look where I finished at the Olympics.
You got a point.
No, but I'm saying this has happened before.
He gonna keep talking his shit. But
This has happened before.
No, see, it'd be different if you like hurt going for that third place. You get what I'm saying? But the top three should automatically get it. I feel like college kids like me, my senior year, I was burned to the ground. So I was lucky to finish in 2017 in the final world championship, and I was already burned out before the 4x4 went. So I would look at on that reason why. If you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of us were burned out our college season, and a lot of kids, luckily some of them show fitness, and some of them were burned out too. So it's like so much like me. Like I can say for me myself, I was burned out by the time USA. I just had the mindset I just got to go because I was trying to go turn professional that year too.
Yeah, and that's one reason why we can get here and switch to another subject, but yeah, that's just where I'm at. Just like with everything Fred just said. The way I look at it is, if you finish in the top 6, right? That's the playoffs, okay? If you finish in the top 4, now look at it this way. When they was in Monaco, Fred was there, Ronnie was there, Trayvon was there. You got 3 legs right there. If you're sticking to the script as whoever the hell finished top 4, you don't need relay practices now. Why? Because a good chance these 3 gonna end up, at least you might get 2 people at one. You might get 3 at one.
But now look at this. Canada, Great Britain, the Netherlands, and some other team was doing 4x1s in Newcastle, the same meet we was at.
Yep. That's because they knew their team, though. That's because they already knew who their team was.
But with the same people, the same people was already there. You get what I'm saying? Me, Trayvon, and everybody else. Hold on.
Yeah.
So that's what I was wondering. That's what I was saying before. Like, it needs to be at certain meets that it's still gonna be like the same, around the same 6 people at certain meets that other teams could practice. Hey. We've been doing the same thing, right, Fred? Like, we should have been doing the same thing. If you, Trayvon, and Ronnie, Gillespie, you're at certain meets at the same time, so somebody could be practicing something where you don't go into it blindsided.
Well, but then again, you can't though. But based on what he just said, you can't because they show favoritism. So you don't even know if you're gonna be on a relay when you in Monaco. So it's like, when you think about it, it never worked because they all there. But who's to say when they get there that favoritism ain't gonna show its face, and now y'all don't even, it's not the same team you're running. So we pretty much doomed. You gotta get rid of the politics.
That's not gonna change.
That's always gonna work. It's not gonna work if you don't do that.
It's always gonna be politics. But there's certain things we can tweak a little bit. If we're all, Fred, if you know the 100 meters and 200 meters, you guys are all in Monaco, and no one's ever practiced together, just gonna move forward for next year, there should be maybe a little time in there we can do like some relay passes. There's no reason if everybody's in the same meet. Why not?
This is the thing about practice. It doesn't take a lot of hard work to do relay practice.
Really
they only make it really go hard like 2 times.
Three times.
Maybe. You know, so really you can do it once or twice if you hit it. That's how Dennis and Owen used to be back in the day. You hit it one good one, you on point and say, all right, y'all got a connection. So once you practice with 1, 2, 2 or 3, 3 or 4, whatever, it's a connection you built with whoever giving it to you or who you're giving it to. It's a relationship. It's a bond that you create to say, hey, I'm not going to fail you. That's how it goes. So when it came to me and Gatlin didn't talk that much. I don't talk to Gatlin on the phone. We don't communicate heavy like that. But when it came to the relay, it could be a nod of a head. Gatlin go like that. That was it. He always done that. You feel me? And that was him saying, I'm going to give you the stick. You feel me? You ain't even much got to worry about nothing. He would go on to his clique. I would go to my clique. We go and say, but when we come out there on the track or relay practice or for the meet or whatever it is, he would, and I would be way 100 meters away, and you already know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? Or even in practice, 75%, I say, no, 100. He's 100. So bam, bam, and you done. It's just a vibe that the athletes have to create amongst each other, and then just get the stick around the track. There's too much talent out there. I don't know about the egos, Fred. I wasn't there, so I don't know if anybody had big egos or not. How y'all want to
know? I don't got no ego.
Huh?
I said I don't got no ego.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying I didn't know how. Sometimes 4x1 can be real macho, and I'm the anchor leg, or I won USA, or I should run this leg, I should run this. So I wasn't for sure how it went with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how it went either.
Yeah, I don't think they had any of those issues, because I done talked to pretty much everybody. And I can say that I think this is a double-edged sword though, because I think that's also the reason why it didn't work. Because there are zero egos. Everybody's out there just like, hey man, shit, let's just, sometimes you need that one ego person to step up and be like, nah, I'm doing this and y'all gonna do this. And sometimes it just works. I personally feel like, I'm not gonna say ego, I'll go and say what you said when me and you had our show. Nobody stepped up to be the alpha. And sometimes you gotta have a track athlete that steps up to be the alpha. And that's the part to where, like, I will say Tyson is 100 light years faster than me. We all know that, right? But I've been in a lot of races with him since junior college. The one thing that we could always do is, even though he in lane 4 next to Boat and I'm in 9, I can look over and give him a head nod, and he can give me a head nod, and that means, okay, it's go time. Why? Because we still team. Why we still a team? He might be Adidas, I might be Nike, but we still America. And everybody else that's on this line, we got to make sure that y'all don't get in front of us. And I feel like that's one thing that I don't see with y'all having a lot of. I see y'all having camaraderie off the track, but on the track, yeah, you still, when the gun go off, it's selfishness. But if you and Ronnie and Trayvon on the track together, at that moment in that 100, hey Jack, you might got this shoe company, I might got this shoe company, but we all goddamn here to make sure that we go 1, 2, 3. There would not be another person in front of anybody from any country that is not American. And for me, that's what I don't see y'all having. I see y'all having more of a brothership off the track, which is beautiful, than I do on the track. That's just my observation. I could be wrong, but that's just my observation. It ain't like, look.
And what happened to, Fred, what happened to Bahamas Relay? Didn't they run Bahamas Relay this year?
Nah.
But didn't they run the 4x1 over there or no?
Nah.
They just didn't have no practice. It just, to me, that's just what it is. No practice. So how?
First of all, if they would have had a relay, I would never been on that relay at that given time if they did.
You don't think so? Because you ran 100 fast early.
Yeah, but I still, I didn't know what I was doing till, the week of trials.
Okay.
I was still doing the 400 the week of trials.
Oh. Okay.
So, let me ask you a question, Fred. Okay, who was the coach? Owen Richburg?
No, Ernst was not there. Wallace was the coach, but you can't blame it on Wallace because he don't,
No, that's not where I'm going with it. I got a question. I want to ask you a question. If you were the coach, right? And I'm gonna tell you my opinion. If you were the coach and you had the Kung Fu King, Noah Lyles, yourself, Baker, Trayvon, Crayvon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who else. That's like 6. I don't know who else was there.
Well, it was a freshman from Oregon.
Oh yeah, Michael.
And the freshman from
Michael Williams. Michael.
And the freshman from Oregon. As a coach, in your opinion, at the Olympics, some people didn't get to make. Obviously, Gatlin got hurt. Bracy got hurt. So we were still short. We still had some dogs who didn't make it, right? So my question to you, from your coach's hat on, what would you have done?
What you mean, like the relay order, or
if you're the coach, your coaching hat on. I'm just curious of what you would have done with what you had there. Because you still had Noah, you still had Kenny, regardless if they took a break or not, they still were options. Mm-hmm. So I'm asking as a coach, what would you have done?
So they didn't have relay. They would nobody did stick with them too. So obviously they would have been cut off right there. If you get what I'm saying, like nobody practiced with them, no nothing. So we come throw them on the relay because we ain't had practice. None of them had stick practice.
Bro,
wait, with Noah and
I'm telling you, we Kenny and Noah ain't had stick practice.
Right, I hear you on the practice, right?
Yes.
But this is the guy who just anchored y'all to a victory 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And they tied the American record.
If I set on my relay, it would have been Kenny first leg, because Kenny can run a bend.
Okay.
Me second leg.
Okay.
And then I want to put the little freshman or Trayvon third, and then Noah last.
Okay. I got you.
Fair enough.
But Noah and Kenny, they still had to run the finals for the 100, right? I mean 200, right?
200. That was the day before. Like I said,
they could have ran.
But like I said before, they was was not using nobody until they was done with their main event.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. Then that's why, because you three was already kind of. Y'all knew y'all was on the relay and kind of had some idea, because from what I was told, Noah didn't know that it was even an option until like the day before.
He knew, but everybody was in the pool, like I said before, with every event. But Noah already knew he was the option because he anchored the stuff the year before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's like saying, I understand that, right? I understand.
But it was a lot of head coaches. Because I should have been on a 4x4 relay. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't understand what I did, but
because they told me the day before that I'd probably be on the relay, so that's why I stayed a little longer. If I knew I was not on that relay, I would have been back home earlier. If you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's just like who's the head person of everything? We don't know. We don't know if it's the head coach of the thing or people at the top or people who want to see these teams together. So you don't know who's really running the show. There was so many people coming up to us. Oh, you gonna be on this? So it's just like you don't really know who was gonna be on the relay or not.
Okay.
So it's just like we listen to all these people, and you see these group chat on Teamworks, but who actually own this stuff.
I got you. So you saying it's almost like when the USA men's basketball team, they had a couple of L's.
Yeah.
And then they went and brought the big dogs over, Booker and the other dogs, right? So as a coach, if you're saying they weren't an option, do you still feel like that should have been like, because they didn't get practice, should have been like overridden? Because these are professional athletes. And they just got to get the stick around track. You know what I'm saying? Like these are like big dogs.
I feel like we all did 4x1 and stuff. I just feel like we just had to get the stick around the first round, and then the next round we could have just did what we had to do. It's just like we all know we should never lost that.
Right.
You should have made it through to the finals, and then
we should have made it through the final, and then the next team we just do a little handout before the thing, and then go on about our business.
This is what I want to ask you, because we all can attest to one of the most exciting things that we do in track and field is the relay. No matter, hands down, that's what you get. That's what you get up for. That's what you get live for. Do you think not having a crowd there affected the performances by y'all on the relay by just being like whatever? Like no. Like at the end of the day, if you want this stuff done, you're gonna get the job done. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people were saying that. So my job is to ask the questions that people have been talking about.
Hey, at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. The crowd ain't affect me. Like
it ain't
that's just another excuse. Nah, crowd or no crowd, you got to get the job done. Simple as that. Basically, no crowds, it'd be more easy and more relaxing
Yeah, because it's not loud. There's nobody there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like TV. Like, yeah, people watching on TV, no crowd. I mean, like, it's just another training session.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like most of the time, a lot of people run faster in training than in competition anyway.
Yeah.
I have a question about that with the crowd. Now, give us, how did it feel in the stadium? Like, were there like fake cheers going on while you're running? No, because on TV, it seemed like they were like fake cheers. Like, you know what I mean? Like going on.
I'm white wall. I can't see no crowd once anywhere. I don't see no crowd when I'm running. Like, that's when, if there's a crowd there or not, I don't see, like, it's just white walls.
Now, was it really quiet though in the stadium?
No.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, was it?
No,
was
it was
still
not
loud
quiet because it was people, like the team camps and all that stuff with cheering and stuff. So it's just like
you still can hear it. Okay.
The athletes was there.
Okay, you still hear it.
All
right. Okay.
Got it. Well, before we get ready to wrap this up, I got a whole bunch of Fred questions now. All right, so you done told us that you finna go break Tyson's American record. You just told us that, right? Okay. How do you feel about that, Tyson? Okay, you really didn't say that. He really said he was going 9-7. I'm just throwing some shit.
Honestly, man, I tweeted earlier this year, who do y'all think is going to break the American record? I think the American record and the world record is going to get broken within the next few years or whatnot, right? That's what I think with the athletes and talent that we have right now. So I personally think another year is going to be gone, especially in Oregon.
Yeah.
So I think
I'll be in Oregon in a couple of weeks. So no worries.
Man, that's earlier than what I expected.
It's happening this year.
That's earlier than what I expected. I really thought that by world champs or next year, I think that it's going to be a 65, 66.
Okay.
I want to see it. I want to witness greatness, man. I want to be a part of the history. I want to see it. I want to be alive to see somebody break the world record. I witnessed that before. I want to see someone go 9-5, 9-4. I want to see the what's her name? What's the girl name?
Sha'Carri?
Yeah, Sha'Carri, Elaine, Shelly. I want to see.
They lined up next week. Oh, they lined up next week?
Yeah. Prefontaine going down.
Prefontaine's going to be
I'm ready for the 10-4. I'm ready for the 9-6s and 9. I'm ready for it, man. I mean, I really believe with the pool of athletes from like you say, even if Gatlin wants to run another year, Bracy, Baker, Fred, Trayvon, I only know the two young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Kenny, Isaiah, when he puts it together. You know what I'm saying? We're, like you said, we're the only country who's 10 deep or more. You know what I'm saying? And I think with all that push, somebody definitely should be able to run, you know what I'm saying, 9-6s and all. I've had that record for over 10 years. It's boring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has been a decade.
Ain't nobody else. Huh?
I said, no, it has been over a decade.
Nobody even came close to Coleman. Now, Coleman gonna talk his shit too, Fred. That's real shit. Coleman gonna talk his shit now. Y'all got the only two athletes I've seen. Marvin Bracy talk his shit too on the low, but Coleman and Fred gonna talk that shit out loud. So I'm really looking forward to that battle.
And Trayvon, you just talk.
But the truth of the matter is, Fred, like y'all boys coming through in 6'3", 6'4", like it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? When I look at Baker has the capability of coming through in 6'3", you just didn't put it together at the right time. So when you put all the pieces together, man, all you guys are capable of running 9-6, in my opinion. I think so. It just depends who's going to drop it down there. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's exciting. I'm ready.
Fred, do you feel like, because you already said that right now 9-7 is on your radar, I guess my question is, because I know the answer to it, do you feel like you could be the one to go and get the American record now? Like,
yeah, sure. Why not me? Why not me? Simple as that. Why not me?
Because you don't train for the 100. That's why I'm not you train for the quarter.
Yeah, but shit.
You just gifted.
Yeah, why not me?
That part yet.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm based off what Tyson said. And I truly believe the same thing. Like, and I said it before me and you ever met anything. When you was getting ready to race, I put it on my Twitter. When you was getting ready to race Gat in Australia, I said no. That's an athlete. It's not a sprinter. He's an athlete. But I will say, in order for you to do something like break the American record or really break any record, a world record? Don't you feel like you have to at least focus?
Before you finish, I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
This ain't no disrespect to the new sprinters. I believe y'all's mindset is a lot different than my mindset was, because I've heard Coleman. He sounded a little skeptical about if he could break the world record or not, right? I've heard some other sprinters. I don't know about Fred. Fred said he's ready to run 9.7. But I feel like if you guys aren't going after the world record and accidentally break the American record or whatever, cool. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, when I was on the track, I was going for the world record. Like, that's what it was. And then the 9.6 came. You feel me? Like, I was trying to run 9.6 when both ran 9.5. You feel me? I just couldn't do nothing about it. You dig what I'm saying? So, I believe you have a very strong mind. So, you, Baker, Trayvon, Coleman, all you guys, y'all have to really, like, train your mind to be like, okay, I'm gonna break the world record. And if you come up short,
my mind right now is breaking 43. So
that's what I was saying earlier. You have that strength that's gonna carry you.
My mind is breaking 43. So it like.
No, I'm just saying. Period.
No. I get what you're saying. Because my mind is destroying all of Michael Johnson record. Yes, I said Michael Johnson record and Wade Van Niekerk record. That's my like. I ain't getting in sports just to be an average dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Average dude. Like I'm an average dude right now. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't got no world record or no American record attached to my name.
Okay, well that goes with my question then. Do you feel like in order for you to attain Michael Johnson's record, attain Tyson's record, to attain any of these records, do you feel like or I should say, don't you feel like you need to focus only on that event in order to actually break a record?
You see, my ultimate goal, I want to destroy the 1, 2, and 4. Simple as that.
Yeah, all right, let's do it then.
And you have the speed and talent.
Yeah, I already told my coach that's my goal. Before I retire on all 3. So,
who the hell? Hey, I have a question. I've been doing some research. Who the hell is your coach?
Francine.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to.
I didn't know that either. Francine,
take my hats off to your coach.
Yeah, you missed that part earlier.
Yeah, you went on that again.
Hey, shout out to Francine though.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Damn, Francine built like that. Hey, Francine a dog, cause he a dog. Cause a lot of coaches ain't built like that. You feel me?
But also because we all know Francine.
But guess who riding that 800 girl workout?
Who?
Francine.
Give me some water.
Fred Capper on camera.
I can see that. And a thing, Mo, I think she's gonna surprise you. She can go to the 1500 down to the 2.
Hold on. I have to get some water. Stop. Because I don't know if I'm understanding correctly now.
Look what Donovan did his freshman year.
But Fred, wait a minute.
He ran 143 his freshman year.
So you saying Francine trained her too? Francine trained her thing. He trained her too? Francine.
He don't train her, but
he do the workouts.
The workouts his.
That's the training. Then if you drawing the workouts up, you doing the training.
Shout out to Francine, man. I think Francine's an LSU Tiger, if I'm mistaken, man. Yeah,
SEC, baby.
Damn, that's what's up right there. Now it makes sense why y'all got that fight, why y'all got that dog. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense now. Damn. Shout out to him.
But that's why the silver medal is unacceptable right now, because it's unfinished business.
It's coming. It's coming.
Fred, I'm gonna be honest.
I respect it, man.
I can't even respect it.
My head goes out to all you guys, man. I'm looking forward to seeing all you great sprinters, young sprinters, break records, do great things, man. I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, Fred, congratulations. I've already tweeted. I feel like you got like the biggest balls to be able to come and do what you did. It's damn near disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, to 100-meter runners to allow you to come down and just do something so effortlessly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, because they gonna put in years of running, you just come down and say, "Man, I can do this. This ain't that hard. It's only 100 meters." And for you to put it together and
I'm glad Tyson said
but
that.
you put it together like that, man. It was brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got the boys out on your back now. So I hope you're prepared for that. But you got that target on your back now, Fred.
Yeah, I don't believe in target. I don't believe in targets.
It's on there. You ain't got to believe in it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Dog, so it's on there.
I did a Raes tape. Soon as he did that, right? As soon as he did that, I did a Raes tape. And folks were calling me crazy. I was like, that is the most disrespectful. If you're a 100-meter dash runner, at least in my day, if you're a 100-meter dash runner, we used to do Wallace the same way, and he's a sprinter. If you bring your ass over into this straightaway from any other event, that is the most disrespectful shit. You finna get it, Jack. Ain't no letting you do that. It's just, no. Hell no. We can see your ass right back on that 400.
Yeah. But that makes you better though. That's when I knew when you came down and you're that fast in 100, I knew you were ready because a lot of people can't do that. I came down before thing one, but when I was better when I could run a fast 400, and when I came down to the 100, it made it the 100 even easier for me. Not easier, but like I was stronger and like it made me more. confident.
I feel like the 100 is more easier on my body than the 400. The 100 is really easier than the 400.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you come down, yes.
The 100 is. So would you say the 100 is? Tyson, you say the 100 is harder than the 400?
Just think about
on his body. He said on his body. So I want to hear this. So Fred, tell me this word right now, and I'm about to get off this phone. You did this.
Me too, because we ran out of time. But go ahead.
Hold on. Fred, you ran 43 what?
6.
43 6, and you ran 9.8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or 9.7?
Which one? 9.8. 9.84.
Did you run any windy times?
No.
Okay, 84. What did you feel like the next day, both of them?
I feel like 48 hours after the 100, and then probably the same day after the 400.
So you hurt more when you ran the 43 versus the 9.8?
No, I hurt way more after 48 hours of the 100, and then the same day after.
Okay, so how?
But no. Just what I'm saying. If I put in the work for the 100, which I ain't put the work in for the 100 yet, it probably hurt more.
Oh yeah, I got you. So you saying how you were training and then dropping down running 100, it was easy on your body.
Yes.
I'm tell you what I hear.
You might be on to something.
He might be on to something. But this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it right here.
Yeah, we just said
that.
Look, if I'm a 100-meter runner, boy, I'm so disrespected right now.
So now you basically saying you can save your body over the years now without putting that same pound of 60s, 30s, flies, all that crap. Okay, I got you, man. Okay, that's a smart man. Your coach behind some of that intelligence as well?
He's the man.
I'm about to reach out to him, man. Send me his Instagram. I got a question.
The first thing, he don't got no Instagram.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what's up, though.
Look, I'm gonna say this before we get ready to get out of this thing. First of all, if I was still running, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was still running, I would have a picture of Fred in my bathroom right now. There's no way on God's green earth you gonna sit here and just make me feel like shit. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I've been working my ass off forever, since high school, to be great at 100-meter dash. I won state. I won everything. And you mean to tell me you just gonna disrespect what I do and just say, no, I don't even really train for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really train for it, and I'm still gonna beat you. What? Hell no, Jack. It's on now. We got a race.
Your boy did it. He did it first.
Who?
The boy.
And that's why we felt so disrespected and chased his ass his whole career. Shit. And you don't have to keep doing this, Jack.
But see, that's the thing. That's why he's even better in the 100. See what I'm saying, Fred? That's why when I saw you do that, there's not too many people that are capable of doing that and have that same speed and power. So when you have that background of the 400 that you're already fast and then you come down to the 100, you have so far to go.
now look at you. You get more strength in the 400 than the 100, right?
Yes.
So basically, y'all telling all these little kids to go start running the 400 if you want to be a fast 100-meter runner. That's basically what y'all saying.
It helps, but you have to have that speed, though. You have to have that speed. You have to be talented enough to have that speed. That doesn't necessarily mean just because you can run 400, you're going to jump down 100, you're going to be fast. You have to have that.
And you got to maintain all that.
Yeah, like a person has to have that ability. As I said, Fred's different. Okay. Fred is not normal. Okay. No, that's me who can do that.
All right, let me get out of here.
Oh yeah, we all gotta get out of here. Tyson, we appreciate you coming on. I'm about to
all right, respect, man.
Yeah. Fred, one last thing before we get you off this thing. All right, so you say you got coming up, you got Prefontaine, and then you got Diamond League Final, of course, and then you're done. Give us what your from here. Give us. I want to know. You already said there's unfinished business. That unfinished business. I just want to sum it up for the people at home that's been watching us communicate. So to feel like your business is finished, at least this season, you have to hit 976. And
I have to have the fastest.
Huh?
I gotta have the fastest time. I had to have the fastest time in the world.
Okay.
All right, shit. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what that means. You know what that means now. So that means, of course, me, I'm a co-host, Lisa. We're going to be watching everything you do from here on out. Why? Because we got to see it, Jack. We got to see it. And then as soon as you do it, two things going to happen. One, after you do it, you got to come back. Two, if you don't do it, you got to come back. Either way, you got to come back. Because you got to tell us how you did it, and you gotta tell us, well, it didn't work, but here's what's next. Because that's all we really care about. The one thing that I'll tell you before I get out this thing, man, I enjoy doing this. You know, I like how we always, anytime we on Raes Take, anybody we do, we start out with an interview, and then it's no longer an interview. It's discussion. It's open-ended discussions, and that's what I think is needed because at the end of the day, it's therapy that we just lost. Okay. So, with that being said, yeah, show's over now. Why is show over? Because we ran out of time. I'll call them and tell them goodbye and all that good stuff. But this is what happens. When we get to rambling, get to talking, we lose time and we lose track of time. But we're still able to get a pretty good doggone show before we lost everybody. So with that being said, we're going to continue to work on this thing. We're going to continue to let this show grow. And we're going to end up being in positions to where we can give y'all a beautiful show. See y'all next time.